I mean, well, I'll be damned. It looked like the Lakers let Rui walk down the street. Wow. I wonder if people in Lakers land feel like they in panic mode this afternoon. We kind of talked about this yesterday, but it is official. Rui Hachimura, y'all, he has agreed to a 2-year, $28 million deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I didn't see that coming. But according to reports, Rui and his representatives, they explored the sign and trade deal with the Lakers, but the Lakers declined to complete a deal. They saying that Rui reportedly, or the Clippers didn't want to give up some draft picks or something like that for Rui in the sign and trade. This is interesting, man. Rui averaged what? Just under 12 points, shooting 44% from the three-point line last year during the regular season. And his production went up in the playoffs to what? 18 points a game. He was shooting about 57% from the three-point line in the playoffs. Rui also owns the highest career playoff three-point percentage in NBA history. Remember that? At 51.6%. I wanted to kind of talk about this with y'all this afternoon, and I want to be objective about this move because we spoke on this yesterday. We knew this was going to happen. We just didn't know where it was going to happen. But I'm wondering from y'all if we can convince ourselves while losing Rui isn't really the disaster that everybody might think it is. I believe the Clippers may have gotten better, but did the Lakers actually get worse? I want to break that down, man. This is Lakers land, and Rui Hachimura, I got to keep it real with y'all. He was one of the Lakers' most efficient floor spacers, in my opinion. He definitely grew on me. I believe Rui, he became one of the Lakers' most productive playoff scorers that we done had in the last couple seasons. I think replacing that level of shooting at the times that you're going to need it is not going to be easy. We already know that. You know, did the Lakers somewhat lose an irreplaceable player? And I hate to put irreplaceable next to these players, especially Rui, because I don't think that anybody's really untouchable besides maybe Luka. But did the Lakers lose an irreplaceable player in Rui, or simply just a player that already planned to move on, that they plan to move on from? Do you think the Lakers thought that they had a future with Rui? When did the Lakers get fed up with Rui? Because he pretty much had a career season. At some point, you got to look back and wonder, when did the Lakers decide ultimately that a future with Rui in a purple and gold really wasn't in the best decisions? And the owner, Mark Walters, has been so quiet, just letting Rob Pelinka just run wild, doing whatever. This is just so interesting to me. But I don't want Laker fans to react so much and overreact to Rui being gone. You know, his numbers were impressive, but context definitely matters. Rui wasn't a primary creator. Let's just keep it real. He wasn't initiating offense. Rui wasn't defending the opposing team's best score each and every night. He wasn't the engine of the Lakers offense. I mean, he thrived because defenses was loading up on our bigger stars, which allowed him to really get open looks. I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and feel like the Lakers are losing a franchise cornerstone like they did in LeBron. I feel like we're losing an elite role player, a starter, someone that is getting better. But that's a huge difference than that. And like I said, a cornerstone. I don't really want to overreact and feel like this Rui loss is going to be the detriment of the Lakers. We kind of knew this already. I feel like the Lakers chose team building over sentiment. The reports talked about the Lakers prioritized other offseason moves and did not complete a sign and trade despite discussions with the Clippers for Rui. You know, did Rob Pelinka make a mistake? I don't know. I think Rob is simply sticking to the organization's long-term plan. I don't know exactly what that is. I'm pretty sure Luka has a lot. Luka has a lot to say. And I don't think people are holding him accountable for all these moves being made. I'm not saying he is the puppet master, But I'm wondering how much Luka has to say because it was very important to the organization that they gave Luka what he wanted and put the right pieces around him. That's one of the things he requested when he decided to sign the extension. So I'm really interested in wondering when we talk about LeBron and Ayton and Rui and all these other guys, how much of an impact did Luka have on them guys leaving? Because remember in the offseason when they asked Luka in the exit interviews, how was he going to go about recruiting guys like LeBron, Marcus Smart? And he just said we're going to have to wait and see. So, I mean, this is interesting, yo. But I think sometimes the hardest decision is letting a good player walk. You know, the Lakers have clearly chosen roster flexibility instead of locking money into another complimentary forward. We done seen that. I think if the Lakers management believe new additions provide more size and more defense, more creation, you know, then Rui does become expendable. I hate to say it. Not because he ain't no good, but because his skill set overlaps with the Lakers are trying to actually build. Championship teams don't keep everybody. They prioritize fit. The bad part about it is the Lakers have had a history of breaking up good teams. Nell said the contract that Mamu got, they should have given that to Rui. I mean, look at how they overpaid for Mark Kessler. The Lakers really, in my opinion, on face value, panicked a whole lot with LeBron leaving. Everybody was so happy talking about that $50 million that the Lakers got off the books now that LeBron is gone. But I always felt like, yo, $50 million in today's climate is nothing when you don't have the players available that's going to give you the same impact of said player that you're losing. And there was no guys out there. There's no group of guys out there that's going to give the Lakers the same impact day to day that LeBron James brought. So you can have the $50 million. What you going to do with it? They overpaid for Kessler. Sexton, I don't think they were. That was. It's just like, look, they got some okay pieces. I think their offense going to be decent. But, you know, with me, yo, once Luka goes down, and I hate to be a hater, Luka is going to go down eventually. Once Luka goes down, it's over. You're not going to convince me that Austin Reeves is going to be able to carry this team for a substantial amount of time. I don't know what the Lakers were thinking, but this just ain't really something that I expected. I don't know what this long-term plan is with Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office. I really don't get it, yo. I really don't get it. You know, playoff Rui, he was the real deal. But, you know, can the Lakers count on that every single season? Rui averaged about 18 points, shooting 57% from three during last year's playoffs. But I be asking myself as fans, judging Rui based off of 6 playoff games instead of an entire season. That's another interesting thing. I like to judge players in the biggest moments. And I feel like once you playing in April and in May and in June, hopefully, you know, you got to get some respect put on your name if you are performing. And Rui has done decent in the playoffs. He's gotten better. But it has been a roller coaster throughout the 82-game regular season. We've seen some good stretches from him. We've seen some not so good stretches from him. I don't think that the asking price, though, was too much to pay Rui. I mean, he got what? $14 million from the Clippers? I don't think that's too much to ask for the Lakers, but they probably just couldn't afford it because the way they mismanaged the money after getting rid of LeBron. BA is happy for Rui. BA said yesterday that he wanted Rui to be gone. I just don't see. BA, you have to explain to me in what world are the Lakers going to be competitive? Do you guys know every player from game 1 versus the Houston Rockets that started for the Lakers are now gone? Every one are now gone. As he said, offense is not the only thing in basketball. This is a fact. Defense wins championships. That's what we talked about yesterday when I went live. Luka and Austin Reeves is a damn liability on defense. The Lakers might have one of the better offenses in the Western Conference this upcoming season if they can remain healthy. But again, in 7-game series in the postseason, the game slows down to a half-court game. You playing the best of 7 series, guys get to study you. They pick on Austin Reeves as it is. Now you paid him damn near $40 million a season. It's a lot of pressure going to be on Austin Reeves, and you don't have LeBron to help. Nell says Luka, Reeves, Grimes, Rui, Kessler. That lineup would have been so good. Then Saxton, Carr, Vando, and the backup big for the second unit. I mean, obviously Rob Pelinka and them know something that we don't. They obviously know something that we don't. But we knew this deal was going to come. I didn't expect him to go to the Clippers. But they saying that Rui had other offers. There was like 4 to 6 other teams that was interested in Rui, but he didn't want to leave Los Angeles. Get your bars up says it's a new sheriff in town. Who's the new sheriff? And this is a ghost town if you're talking about crypto. It just, and I don't want to be disrespectful to Luka, but it amazes me how much praise and how much love y'all give Luka, a guy who hasn't won anything except what? Co-rookie of the year. And I know Luka's a bad boy. Don't get it twisted. Offensively. And I felt like he got better defensively. He was in shape last year. But Luka, the amount of disrespect y'all showing a guy that got you a championship in comparison to the amount of love that y'all show Luka, it's like night and day. I think it's because Luka can't threaten Kobe's legacy like LeBron does. That's why y'all hate LeBron so much. I did a poll on the YouTube channel. I did a poll yesterday, and I asked you guys in the community, out of the 3, Magic, Kareem, and Kobe, who was the greatest Laker? And I believe maybe 58% of you guys said that Kobe Bryant was the greatest Laker of all time. And I'm not going to argue that, but it does goes to show how biased y'all are. I mean, I really want somebody to explain to me the argument for Kobe being the greatest Laker over Magic Johnson. I would like to hear that argument, honestly. I know Kobe's a Laker baby, but I would like to hear the conversation. I would like to hear the argument of someone telling me that Kobe is greater than Magic Johnson as a Laker. Camera Ready says we are all grateful for LeBron. I don't believe so. Camera Ready. I don't believe that these quote unquote real Laker fans are grateful at all. We know the organization isn't grateful. They disrespected the hell out of LeBron James. BA says Luka is an automatic MVP contender next season. Kobe is the GOAT. Luka is a contender damn near every season for MVP. But availability matters. Remember, Luka almost was ineligible for All NBA last year. He can't stay on the basketball court, bro. And how is the Luka going to be an MVP for a team that don't make the playoffs? Does it work like that? Does the MVP of the regular season team not make the playoffs? When the last time that happened? Because the Lakers not making the playoffs. If you think this team, even healthy, which we know it's not going to happen, I don't see the Lakers making the playoffs. Not with this team. Brian says LeBron James played with Lakers fans' emotion. How did LeBron play with Laker fans' emotion? Explain this to me, BG. I need some answers. How did LeBron play with Laker fans' emotions? Because to me, the city of Los Angeles played with LeBron's emotions. The Lakers are easily a top 5 or 6 seed if healthy. This is unbelievable. How can you say this with a straight face when the Lakers were a 3 seed last year with LeBron and Rui and Marcus Smart? Like, how is this team only 2 spots down? Who's proven? Who is really proven on this team? Who's a winner on this Lakers team? Who's a winner? Who's a winner? Are there any champions on this roster? I know we got an all-star. I think maybe Luka might have won a scoring title. The Lakers turned the franchise over to him for 8 years. And he brought them a championship, did he not? Did LeBron not bring the Lakers breath again? Did he not breathe life back into the Lakers? Did he not bring Anthony Davis to the Lakers? If you don't have AD, you don't have Luka now. You can thank LeBron for Luka being here. Your coach, JJ Redick, your coach, he's here because of LeBron. Jeannie Buss has her only championship. Rob Pelinka has his only championship as front office people because of LeBron James. Now, Luka went to the finals in Dallas. And this is the thing that blows my mind. Why are the Lakers trying to give Luka Dallas 2.0 when we watch Dallas get embarrassed by the Boston Celtics in the finals? Everybody wants to come to Los Angeles, Brian. There's a lot of players that wants to come to Los Angeles, but nobody's going to commit to playing in Los Angeles, living in Los Angeles, if they were looking to win, if it's not going to be an opportunity to win. Anthony Davis was not going to the Lakers if it wasn't for LeBron. Let's be clear on that. LeBron is definitely the reason that Anthony Davis was in Los Angeles. Now, you're right. Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland, and he still won 60 games. Look at that. Got no help, but still managed to win 60 games in Cleveland. We can thank LeBron for Westbrook too. Vegas, I'm not going front. But I was probably the only one at the time didn't have a problem with this move. I thought this was a good move. I saw on the Eastern Conference, I saw James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant form a team together. And I thought to myself, there's no way a team is going to be able to beat the Brooklyn Nets unless they probably have 3 ideal Hall of Famers, which would have been LeBron, Westbrook, and AD. That's the viewpoint I was looking at. I was like, in order to be able to compete with Brooklyn in the finals, if we both were to make it with those 3, and we already got LeBron and AD, Westbrook's resume, former MVP, I'm like, man, we gotta take it. I know, in hindsight, you had Buddy Hield available. I think they had a deal for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield available. It was a bad decision ultimately, but I ain't even gonna lie. I was for it when it originally went down. The Lakers had the young players to trade for him. LeBron didn't have nothing to do with that. Why would the Lakers? See, this is what you're missing. You praise the same young players. So why would the Lakers trade for Anthony Davis then? If LeBron wasn't in the picture, or if LeBron had nothing to do with nothing, why would they be looking to trade for Anthony Davis if they had these young pieces in Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart, Julius Randle, and all these guys that you like to praise, Kyle Kuzma, the same guys that you like to say was going to be doing something, there would be no need to get Anthony Davis. You get Anthony Davis because you're looking to win now. And when you're being coached by Luke Walton, you're not looking to win now. When you get LeBron James is when you're looking to win now. And what did LeBron James do? Win now. Vegas said he respect what Westbrook bought. Thought it was a terrible idea from the start, bringing in a ball dominant guard who can't shoot. Yeah, I just and you know him and Frank Vogel, the way they didn't mesh. You know that first season was nasty work. But I had a lot of respect for Russell Westbrook once Darvin Ham came in. I mean, he did accept the role coming off the bench. He didn't give a whole lot of fuss about it, and he was playing decent at a point before he had got traded to Utah. So I saw the maturity in Russell Westbrook. I respected that part, but as far as his production, what he was supposed to bring to this team to get us wins, yeah, that shit ain't work. D'Lo, and then we had D'Lo right after him, and D'Lo, that was another roller coaster. AD was injury. Well, Luka's injury prone. Luka's injury prone. But what y'all think about Rui going to the Clippers, man? Should the Lakers really be panicking? If you are a Lakers fan, are you in panic mode right now? You know, I think the Lakers chose not to match Rui's market value, and they continue reshaping the roster around their broader offseason priorities. That's what it looked like. I think losing Rui could make the Lakers a little bit more balanced. The Lakers, according to the arguments, better perimeter defense is what the Lakers need. More athleticism is what the Lakers need. More lineup versatility is what the Lakers need. Additional opportunities for these young players that y'all want to praise all of a sudden. These are things that this team needs right now. And Rui Hachimura's departure, it does create some minutes. It does create flexibility. It definitely forces role definition. In the game of basketball, sometimes subtraction definitely creates opportunities, but like I said, you just got to pick your spots. Sometimes I usually judge off-season moves individually. Front offices, they judge them collectively. I think if the Lakers' new pieces improve around the rebounding and the defense and playing in the transition, I think maybe Rui's offense production becomes easier to replace. But again, we watch Rui step it up in the postseason. We don't have no experience like that with this roster. Dre Day, we got the LeBron hater. What Dre Day say? Paul and 41-year Queen James have absolutely no leverage at this point in their career. None. It's over. Did you buy a Queen's James Barbie doll? By the way, bronzexuals. You know, I wonder whatever happened to that LeBron James Ken Barbie doll. That shit was crazy. But, you know, comments like this is so funny to me. I mean, and Dre, we already know you don't know basketball. I mean, you just let us know right here with this comment right here that you don't know anything about basketball. Explain to me with a straight face how you going to tell me that it's over. These are your words. It's over. When we watch this same 41-year-old who you trying to troll in your comments take this same Lakers team to a playoff series win over the Houston Rockets. Do you really think the Lakers would have advanced to the second round last year if it wasn't for LeBron? I mean, let's be real. Here you go again with this wishful thinking, BG. Jonathan Kuminga. How many prove-it deals have Jonathan Kuminga been on Golden State? He is who he is. There was no pressure for Kuminga in Golden State at all. And he dropped that ball. You think he gonna come to the Lakers and mature up? No. No. You ain't got no leaders in that locker room. None. Who's the veterans? Who's the veterans on the bench for the Lakers that's going to keep guys in line? Who's the veterans on the bench that's actually experienced wins and losses, that that experience situations? Who? Your own head coach. Luckily, JJ Redick has a lot of basketball experience in the NBA as a player. He's been through a lot, so that's good. But you ain't got nobody sitting down on that bench that you sitting down for them 48 minutes. That's going to help you. Dre said when James opted into his contract before the beginning of last season and the Lakers didn't extend the contract, then the writing was on the wall. The Lakers gave Austin Reeves an undrafted free agent. So I don't understand what's the argument, because we watched LeBron James give the Lakers a discount and the Lakers did nothing with the money. So what are we saying? I don't understand. And you think the Lakers did a good job by paying Austin Reeves, a guy who gets picked on defensively, a guy who doesn't show up in the playoffs, $40 million? Really? All right, cool. LeBron's defensive, obviously, see, we not going to do this, Vegas. The whole Lakers defense slips. We ain't going to do that. LeBron probably was one of the better defenders that the Lakers had. What the hell you talk about defense? What's Luka defense looking like? What's Austin Reeves looking like? What's the highest paid players looking like for the Lakers? What their defense looking like? Marcus Smart, the guy coming off the bench, was better defensively than both of those guys. To me, Jackson Hayes was a better defender than DeAndre Ayton. They about to get rid of Vando, and Vando technically is the best defender the Lakers have on their roster, and they about to get rid of him. You can't shit on LeBron about defense without mentioning his whole entire team. And this is what's going to hurt them the most this season. A discount is a discount, BG. $2 million, $1 million, or $10 million. Make it work. You know how many players it take the league minimum to play with LeBron, to play in certain environments? Look at Miami. How you think Miami was able to get all those guys? Guys will play for less for one season, especially guys that ain't got nothing yet in their career and is leaving. I love this by Dre. Luka is calling the shots in Los Angeles, like it or not. I'm not mad at Luka calling the shots. That's fine. But what's funny to me is that y'all acting like Luka is a shot caller. And that's where I call Cat. Luka can call all the shots he wants. But what I know is Luka ain't no shot caller. Luka has not won anything. Y'all are so happy that LeBron is gone. Y'all are so willing to push LeBron out the door. Y'all want anything. Anything will do for y'all. And y'all so gun-ho off of Luka, a guy who cannot remain healthy. I don't know why y'all think Luka, and even if Luka was to remain healthy, even if Luka was to play all 82 games, Luka has not won anything yet in the NBA. He's still going to need help. Luka's not going to be able to carry the Lakers to the promised land by himself. But y'all paid Austin Reeves $40 million to help him do it. Cool. Walker Kessler is going to be a big help when we talk about cleanup. Walker Kessler is not an all-star. Mamu is slow. These guys, So let me ask you something, BG. With the $50 million that the Lakers got back from LeBron, you sitting up there and telling me that you good with that $50 million being spent on Mamu, Grimes, and Kessler. And overpaying guys while they at it. This is what y'all asked for. I mean, this is what y'all asked for. I can't wait for the season to start. Nell say I'm just hating at the Lakers at this point. LeBron took a pay cut and the Lakers didn't do anything. It's not their fault. Players didn't want to go there. Just ask Clay. What has Clay done since leaving Golden State? Clay not coming to the Lakers don't hurt the Lakers. Clay not coming to the Lakers don't hurt LeBron. Clay is a fool. Don't mention Klay Thompson to me, boy. Klay Thompson went to Dallas to try to chase Luka, and Luka left and went to LA. Klay Thompson is the biggest idiot to me. Come on now. This is all I know. Y'all can sit up there and talk all that shit y'all want. The fact remains is this. The Lakers wasn't nothing when Kobe left until LeBron came. LeBron brought championship. LeBron helped pave the way to where the Lakers are relevant now as far as individuals with Luka being there. You got a coach in JJ Redick. But this season is a wash, bro. Season is a wash. And you ain't got, and the Lakers don't have no money. The Lakers don't have no money. Now what? Now what? You think Jake LaRavia is the answer? We was praising Aduthiero last season. Now people are trolling him. They making memes out of Aduthiero now. Off of summer league games. Bronny James is about to be gone. More than likely, that few million is going to be off the books. They'll find a landing spot probably for Bronny. Julian said the Lakers should definitely be in panic mode right now. LeBron left the Lakers and now Rui is gone. And the Lakers aren't winning anything with Luka and Austin Reeves. And next year, Bron is going to make the Lakers pay. This is a Snapple fact. But Julian, they don't want to hear it from me. So I appreciate the congregation saying it, because when I say this, they don't want to hear it. They call me a hater. I got Drake saying this is the bandwagon, all this type of stuff. LeBron ain't got no team. This is what we're dealing with right now. I mean, maybe I need to get a new television, or maybe I need to get some of these people new televisions, because we obviously watching different games of basketball. I watched LeBron James carry the Lakers to the second round of the playoffs. I watched Luka get hurt. I watched Luka become ineligible for All-NBA and had to appeal it, and they did for one game because he had his baby. But that wasn't the only game that Luka was out. Luka is not as reliable as y'all want to front and lie and believe. Y'all gonna learn though, yo. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Nell says, to be fair, we're building a decent young core before LeBron went there, and they all got traded for what? One Mickey Mouse. So, okay, this is the conversation that we have had for the last two seasons here on Lakers land, really engineered by another person in the live chat, Brian, because he came up with this bullshit 2 years ago. We keep having this argument about these young players that the Lakers had on their team before LeBron came. Like they really was So now, are you telling me that if LeBron never came to the Lakers in 2018 and they kept them young guys, the Lakers would have still won a championship. Will we still have Banner 17 hung right now if LeBron wouldn't have came? And they would have kept the Kyle Kuzmas, the Brandon Ingrams, all them guys, Jordan Clarkson, all them guys, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, coached by Luke Walton, really, Julius Randle, Zubac. The Lakers are winning the title. You cannot even convince. You can't. You know, with a straight face. Come on, man. Y'all just need to stop it with this Mickey Mouse talking. Only because LeBron won it, y'all want to disrespect it. If Kobe would have won this shit, y'all wouldn't have been calling that shit no Mickey Mouse championship. Kobe, God rest the dead, passed away the same season. LeBron went out and got the championship for y'all. And this is the fucking respect and the thanks this nigga get, yo. It's crazy. He's definitely the GOAT, Ty. He's definitely the GOAT. 3 destinations. He took all 3 destinations to championships. I don't want to make this live stream about LeBron. I really wanted to get into how I feel like maybe the Lakers are not in panic mode or shouldn't be in panic mode so much over this Rui loss. But I'm blown away at the disrespect y'all have. Vegas says trading that young core was the right thing to do. People can discredit that title all they want, but it's a banner hanging in the rafters regardless. And when they won that banner, Vegas, these same people in the chat that's hating now was jumping up and down celebrating. If the Lakers would have had an opportunity to have a parade, then these people would have had an opportunity to been there. And if it wasn't the pandemic, everybody would have been out there celebrating this Mickey Mouse championship. So disrespectful, but only because LeBron won it. Unbelievable. I'm waiting for somebody to explain to me. Kyle Kuzma would have led him to the title. It's unbelievable that they try to convince me that bringing in LeBron James over those young guys was a bad decision. What? In what world? Them guys just winning now. Josh Hart just won a title. That's in Jordan Clarkson. Them guys just winning a title. All them other guys still ain't won nothing since leaving the Lakers. The coach ain't had another. Oh, he did get another job in Sacramento. But come on, man. Celtics kept their young core with Tatum and Brown before he got traded. Lakers got a better young core than them, and you really. Well, what about the Kyrie? What about Kyrie? They was gung-ho on bringing in Kyrie, and they had Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And them guys were on rookie contracts, and they outplayed their rookie contracts. That's why the Celtics wound up getting stuck with having to pay 2 guys $600 million this season. This is one of the reasons why Jaylen Brown is not in a Celtics uniform now. Lakers was going, but see, this is LeBron. So how do you have so much confidence in knowing that the Lakers was going to win the title no matter what under LeBron, but then have no respect for LeBron? Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle, Zubac, Jordan Clarkson. Yo, they wouldn't even been together this long. Them guys not good. Them guys ain't, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all, you know what? You know what it is, yo. You know what I'm starting to realize? And I've been covering the Lakers for 3 years now. This shit is about Kobe with these people, yo. These people, this is just about Kobe. LeBron, for some reason, threatens the hell out of Kobe fans, yo. His presence threatens the hell out of Kobe fans, and I don't understand why. LeBron James was never going to be able to threaten Kobe's legacy in Los Angeles. He never wanted to. But the fans never, ever embraced LeBron coming from day one because they felt threatened. Crazy. I watched Kobe Bryant, God bless the dead. I watched Kobe Bryant quit in the middle of a game. Quit in the middle of a game. I watched Kobe get on Stephen A. Smith, Quite Frankly show and say he wanted to demand a trade. I watched this in real time. LeBron has played out every contract, never demanded a trade. You think the Lakers would ask Kobe? You give me a report of when Kobe ever took a discount. Give me a report when Kobe ever took a discount. When the Lakers won the first NBA Cup, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers won that. Y'all wanted to disrespect that. Why? Because LeBron did it. Crazy. It's crazy. And this is how they like to sum up LeBron's career. 8 seasons and 1 championship. If I'm going to ask Nell, if I put the microphone up to Nell 007 and ask him to summarize, or him or her to summarize LeBron's career with the Lakers, Nell is going to tell me 8 seasons and 1 title. That's all you're going to say. You're just going to disregard all the records. You're going to disregard all the new business opportunities, the new energy in Los Angeles. You're going to disregard Anthony Davis, which brings Luka. You're going to disregard your coach, JJ Redick. You're going to just disregard all of that. This man broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. Kareem's record. This is crazy to disrespect. We love Kobe for 5 rings. I'm not going to sit up here. You about to get me started, yo. You about to get me started and people are going to say I'm going to disrespect Kobe, yo. But I'm not trying to go there. Kobe have not won 1 championship without Phil Jackson. And the first 3 was with Shaq. LeBron never, ever in his 4 titles had somebody to carry him or had a coach like Phil Jackson. If you want to talk, we can have a conversation because I'm sick and tired of people throwing these 5 championships in the air like Shaq wasn't the MVP for the first 3. They didn't split them bitches. Shaq took the first 3. And again, Phil Jackson, arguably the greatest coach of all time, Kobe never won without him. James never had the luxury of a Phil Jackson. James made Eric Spoelstra a champion, made Ty Lue a champion, made Frank Vogel a champion. What coach did Kobe make a champion? Dwayne Wade never was better than LeBron. Never carried LeBron to anything. Kyrie Irving never was better than LeBron. Never carried LeBron to anything. Chris Bosh never better than LeBron. Never carried LeBron to anything. Kevin Love never better than LeBron. Never carried LeBron to anything. Anthony Davis never better than LeBron. Never carried Luka. I mean, come on now, y'all. Y'all just need to stop it, yo. I got a lot of respect for Kobe. I got a lot of respect for the Lakers history. But y'all put so much shit out of context because it's LeBron. It's not even funny, yo. Holding the franchise. Unbelievable. I need you to explain to me, and I know y'all typing, and I don't want to hold y'all up with all this typing, but it baffles me when y'all, because I hear people say that LeBron held up the franchise. Held up the franchise from doing what? Y'all got the $50 million and ain't do nothing with it but get Walker Kessler. So y'all been waiting for LeBron to be gone for years for Walker Kessler? Y'all couldn't get Giannis. Y'all couldn't get Ja Morant. Y'all couldn't get none of these stars. That's LeBron's fault. Cool. Dwayne Wade was jealous of Kobe. And this is another thing that I love. And I wish, because everybody want to talk about how D Wade taught LeBron how to win. Yes, BG. How was LeBron holding the franchise hostage? What did the Lakers, can you give me hypothetically, just hypothetically, can you give me 1 to 2 examples from the past 8 years that the Lakers would have been beneficial by not having LeBron? Keeping them hostage. Can you just give me 2 examples of how since he's been here that he's kept this team hostage? From what? Y'all hate this man. And that's the funny part. This is the funny part, Ty. They stick their chest out like they got a good team, and it's so easy to get back to the promised land. The Lakers are not going to make the playoffs the way this roster is constructed unless a miracle happens. The Lakers better beg for LeBron to come back right now. League minimum. Kiss the ring. Answer the question. BG says, how many rings would LeBron have won in Cleveland over the last 8 seasons? Well, let me think about it. Before coming to Los Angeles, LeBron took Cleveland to 4 straight NBA finals. 4 straight NBA finals. This same Cleveland. How long would it have took LeBron to win in Cleveland in 8 years? So you're telling me a guy who took Cleveland to the finals for 4 straight years couldn't have got some help within the next 8 years to get another ring? That's what you're trying to tell me? Please. It's a huge difference from the second go round and the first go round. When LeBron originally left Cleveland for Miami, didn't nobody want to come to Cleveland? The weather's bad, the marketplace is bad, they're not winning. LeBron has cachet going into 2018. They don't want to speak on this part, JP. They don't want to talk about Rob Pelinka. They give Rob Pelinka the biggest passes. I mean, this is always an interesting question to me. This is a conversation I would like to have while LeBron come to Los Angeles in the first place. I never understood it fully. I never understood it fully. I don't want to be disrespectful and say it's because of business, even though he did the Space Jam movie and remember he opened up the pizza line, pizza restaurant and all this other stuff, Blaze Pizza. But don't act like the Lakers didn't need this nigga to come back. Like what? Magic Johnson recruited LeBron. BG, you should blame Magic. But y'all not going to blame Magic. Because y'all know Magic know about winning. Magic knows about winning. Rob Pelinka is a sports agent. He's not a winning general manager. Nell, tell me what team ever. Well, let me finish reading the comments. Nell said, I said LeBron never got Curry, and I'm capping. Remove AD from the 2020, and you really think LeBron would have won his fourth ring? See, you can't rewrite history like that, bro. You can't just remove you creating now a fantasy situation now. That's not what happened though. That's like me saying remove Scottie Pippen. Jordan wouldn't have 6 rings. Remove Kareem. Magic wouldn't have 5 rings. Remove Shaq. Kobe wouldn't have 5 rings. Remove Paul Gasol. Kobe wouldn't have 5 rings. Like, you can't rewrite history. I'm talking all facts. Both times in Cleveland, in Miami, and in Los Angeles. When has LeBron ever been carried? LeBron ain't never carried in the All-Star game, in the Olympics, none of that. You don't never see James carry. When? Go on another team, just like your fake GOAT. Did y'all buy your Queen James Barbie doll? Dre is just infatuated with these Barbie dolls. I don't know what's up with you, Dre. Yo, is you cool, yo? And I've been covering the Lakers for years. And that's another thing that I need y'all to be so clear, because I keep hearing a lot of people calling me a LeBron fan. And, oh, you're not a real Lakers fan. You're a LeBron fan. Yo, I'm not a Lakers fan. I've never proclaimed to be a Lakers fan. I am a content creator, and I cover the Los Angeles Lakers. I get paid to do this, and I enjoy doing this. And I don't understand why y'all be so concerned as real fans when y'all know y'all team is just facing destruction. As real Laker fans, how are y'all so happy with the moves that have been made within the last week or two? I got Nell making up shit like remove Anthony Davis and LeBron wouldn't have won the title. No, listen now. 007. What I need you to do is email me. My email is on the top of my channel now. I need you to email me. I'm going to send you a television for Christmas. You need to get a new television to watch these games. I'm going to make sure you have a new television for Christmas, because it is unbelievable that you would question if LeBron. We literally watched LeBron James be down 3-1 in the NBA Finals versus the greatest team win-loss wise in the Golden State Warriors, who won 73-9, down 3-1, come back and win the damn title. In Oracle, we watched LeBron do that. And you're going to sit up here and try to tell me that he couldn't win without Anthony Davis? Wow. What has Anthony Davis won? What has any of these guys done without LeBron? What has Dwayne Wade done after LeBron? What has Chris Bosh won without LeBron? What has Kyrie won after LeBron? What has Kevin Love won after LeBron? What has AD won after LeBron? Like, what are these guys done after LeBron? Nell says, then answer this. He know I'm capping. I really think LeBron would have with Kuzma and Ingram. No, what I'm saying is this. I feel like being down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors in the finals and still winning, when you're able to pull that off, I believe you can do anything. We have never, ever, ever, ever seen an NBA player do what LeBron did in 2016 on the biggest stage in the biggest moment. Why would you even be down 3-1? Now, this is what I love. I love when people like Dre want to come at me with this nonsense, shooting themselves in the foot. MJ never sniffed a game 7. I wonder why. Probably because Michael Jordan had to play guys like Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Sean Kemp, Karl Malone, John Stockton, old Magic Johnson in the damn finals. This nigga LeBron is going against Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant. Bro, I mean, are you kidding me? The level of competition in the finals that LeBron has faced is light years more challenging than what Michael Jordan had to face in the finals. It's laughable. Michael should be 6-0 in the finals. Michael beat one champion in Charles Barkley and them, Kevin Johnson and them. Michael Jordan beat one champion in that 6-0 run. One champion, and that was Magic Johnson. That's the only nigga that Michael Jordan ever beat in the finals that had a ring, that won before. Karl Malone, Stockton, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, none of them niggas won. Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley, Charles Barkley, none of them niggas won. LeBron is beating teams that got 4 Hall of Famers on them. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, coached by Greg Popovich, arguably the greatest coach or second greatest coach in history. Come on now, like, let's not play this game. Are you kidding me? The level of competition LeBron had to face in the finals was way harder than what Michael Jordan had to face. That shit ain't even close. You think Michael could come back down 3-1 to Steph and them? Michael would never even trust Kyrie enough. Straight like that. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Disrespect to LeBron like that. None of them niggas have done nothing after LeBron, yo. None of them. None of them. Josh Hart and them, they just winning they ring this season with the Knicks, thanks to Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns and the boys. Now say he's not winning with that young core in the West without trading for Davis. You might be right, but you might be wrong. This is going to hurt them, Gerald. This is going to hurt the Lakers for the next handful of years. Overpaying these guys, and neither one of these guys are all-stars. Have y'all forgot Austin Reeves is not an all-star? Walker Kessler is not an all-star. These guys are getting paid $40 and $30 million, $20-something million a year, and they ain't never appeared in an all-star game. Never been selected. Neither one of them. Neither one of them ever been all-NBA. I don't know how you call LeBron fake, Dre. And you say he hunting for a team? LeBron James is out here hunting for a team. LeBron just want to be happy, yo. Y'all disrespected him. BG say LeBron is who we thought he was. That's why he decided not to resign here for happiness, less money. If you want to crown him, then crown his ass. I don't know how Rob Pelinka is keeping his job, yo. I don't understand. Why y'all not going at Rob Pelinka? Y'all did wrong, yo. Y'all did wrong, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Rui is officially a Los Angeles Clipper. 2 years, $28 million. The Lakers let him walk down the street. He is now a Los Angeles Clipper. Rui is going to cause, Rui is going to, bro. Y'all know the Clippers play the Lakers 4 times a season, right? And I want y'all to also take a look. I don't have the graphic right now, but I want y'all to take a glance if y'all got time today. Look at what the Clippers did in the offseason. Look at the new Clippers team. The Lakers are going to have a rude awakening this season. Rui is going to raise hell against the Lakers 4 times. If LeBron go to the Warriors, and you know LeBron going to beat the fuck out the Lakers. Nell said, better change the name of the channel to Bron Sexuals Land. I mean, joke now. The joke's about to be on. The jokes is going to be on the Laker fans, y'all. I hate to tell y'all. But I appreciate y'all kicking it with me this afternoon, man. I did want to just stop by and tell y'all that Rui is officially a Los Angeles Clipper with the 2-year deal. I'll be back live later on tonight. We'll be doing some interesting conversations about the up-and-coming players, the young guys in the summer league for the Lakers. Who is the shining stars? I'm Seven Mitchell, man. This is Lakers Land. Salute to all of y'all. I'll catch y'all later.